Hello friends, welcome to the video. Today we're going to talk about August favorites. Today is September 1st. Like, how the hell did that happen? I don't understand how it can be September already because summer, I swear summer just started and now like kids are going back to school. Honestly, I kind of miss school. Do you miss school if you've graduated? If you haven't graduated, comment below and let me know what you're studying or what you're going to be studying. So yeah, happy September, you guys. I hope you have a fun and safe Labor Day weekend if you are in the United States. Before we get started, I wanted to ask you guys a really quick favor, and that is for you to take the survey. It is the first link in the description. When you're done watching, take the survey. It is simply a 2-minute survey about fat loss, and this is because that is a topic that a lot of people are very confused about. A lot of people have been requesting more information on, and I really want to create a super valuable resource for you guys, but I need to know what you want to see in it. So if you could just take 2 minutes to take this really quick survey, I would super appreciate it and would be like eternally grateful. I really hope Ollie doesn't knock down my tripod right now. Get down, get down, get down. Thank you. I will remind you guys to take that survey at the end of the video too, but I just wanted to bring your attention to it. So without further ado, let's get started. The first thing actually is pretty new. I went to Lululemon the other day and I made a boo-boo. My newest favorite style of leggings from them is called the Box It Out Tight, and they are brand new. I'll put up a picture of what they look like on right here. I posted on Instagram and asked you guys which color you liked better, and I decided to get both. So the red has dark red with like a little bit of a lighter red paneling detail down the sides, and then the gray pair has the black paneling detail and the black waistband. I really love this waistband, and I just really like how it looks. It's very flattering. It kind of like holds you in and really accentuates the waist nicely. So I'm pumped about these. They also are high-rise and have the nice like curved booty seam. So very flattering on the bum, very flattering on the waist. Overall, just very flattering, and I'm a fan.
I mean, I just see no need to wear anything but leggings.
And I'm sorry, this bang right here is really bothering me. While we're on kind of the gym theme, I have been using a new set of wireless earbuds this month and have been loving these so much. These are the Erato, I believe that's how you say it, Erato Apollo 7s. Check this out. The packaging is super cool. You push one end, they slide out on the other end, and this is also their charging port, so you just charge them here, and this is all that they are. They are super tiny, super compact. They do stay in your ears pretty well. The only times they have ever come out are if I'm doing sprints or something like that, and like there's sweat pouring into my ears. So they just get like a little slippery, you know, but I have the foam tips on here right now, so they're kind of like memory foam-ish. They come with a bunch of different tips. The Bluetooth is really awesome on these. They're really easy to set up. The radius is really good. The sound quality is really good. I have nothing but good things to say about these. They did send them to me for a review, but as always, when I work with companies, I tell them like, hey, you can send this to me, but I'm gonna be completely honest, and if I don't like it, like, either my people are gonna know about it or I'm not gonna talk about it. So I genuinely love these, and they're super nifty. They come in a bunch of colors too, if black is not your thing, but I have a black phone and I like to stay matchy-matchy. Another somewhat fitness related thing I've been loving are these spiral hair ties. I actually got a pack of these in Germany when I was there like this spring, and I've just been trying to make this pack last as long as possible. You guys know that hair ties disappear just by some magical force, and I hope they're all somewhere like happy together because RIP. I've been loving these. They're very stretchy, but you can obviously double them up as many times as you want. And the reason why I love these is, well, two reasons. One, it holds your hair super well, so if you're doing like a high pony, it keeps it kind of like right on top of your head. A bun, I do a lot of like low buns because when I go horseback riding, I have to wear a helmet and then I put a low bun under that. It just holds really well, and I think that's because your hair kind of goes in between each of the little spirals, and then also it does a really good job at reducing breakage and keeping your hair from having harsh lines in it. I love these for many reasons. I will link them down below. Everything in this haul will be linked down below, usually on Amazon is where you can get a lot of the stuff. Highly recommend these. With all the fitnessy stuff out of the way, we're gonna move on to food items. And the first one is not a food actually, but a seasoning. And this is the Trader Joe's Everything But the Bagel seasoning. And it is a seasoning blend with sea salt, garlic, and onion. It tastes exactly like you would expect everything bagel seasoning to smell like. I love it. Okay, a real food item this time is the PE Science new product, Protein for Oats. And this is a protein powder that is specifically formulated and flavored to go in your oatmeal. Everyone loves putting protein powder in their oatmeal because it sweetens it, it makes it really creamy and have a great flavor, and it makes it more of like a balanced meal. So what PE Science did is made a protein powder specifically for oatmeal, and I think that is genius. I personally have been really wanting like flavors like this. So maple brown sugar, there's peanut butter and honey, and there's apple cinnamon too. So they're all like oatmeal specific flavors, and also the texture is a little bit easier to mix in, and it's just formulated a little more specifically for oatmeal, and it is phenomenal. I can smell it. I wish you guys could smell it because it's so nice. One serving of this, which is 20 grams, is 80 calories, 1 gram of fat, 3 grams of carbs, and 15 grams of protein. You can always save 30% with my code Marie on PE Science below. That is always linked down below as well, but I highly recommend these. If you only want one flavor, I would recommend the maple brown sugar, but they are all amazing, and there's 12 servings per bag, so you can always kind of rotate around if you'd like. Another PE Science product that I've been loving is Norcadrine. It is a thermogenic. I hesitate to call it a fat burner because there's no pill that will like burn fat off of you without you even putting in any effort. But what a thermogenic does is it raises your core temperature, and that will burn a little bit more calories because everything is elevated. Your metabolism is a little bit elevated, and yeah. But the main reason why I take this is actually the energy and mood support in here. And essentially this is like a happy pill. It makes me in a great mood. It makes me really focused. It makes me just like energized and on point. If you already have your training and nutrition totally in order and you need an extra bump and you're trying to cut, this is a good option to add in. But the main reason I'm recommending this is the energy and the mood support in here, as well as the appetite suppressant. My students, this is also really great. I would always take this during, you know, before exams, when I'm studying, stuff like that, because it really does help you focus and like stay in the zone on whatever you're working on. So my students, this is your ticket to that 4.0, I'm telling you. Next up, we are gonna talk about my favorite book right now, which I have been showing in my Instagram story like pretty much daily lately because I have just been loving it. Every single morning I read a chapter in this along with my coffee, and that's kind of like my morning routine. That's how I get started, I get in the right mindset and kind of gear up for the day. So I've been loving that morning routine, and this is the book that I've been reading. The chapters are really short and like easily digestible, so it's the perfect, you know, companion with my coffee. And what it is it's called Better Than Before: What I Learned About Making and Breaking Habits to Sleep More, Quit Sugar, Procrastinate Less, and Generally Build a Happier Life by Gretchen Rubin. Again, everything is going to be linked down below. Basically, this book breaks down the science and application of building and breaking habits as you desire. What I love most about it is she doesn't just give you like, oh, do this for 21 days and it'll be a habit, or like, you know, one size fits all solutions to having good habits. She talks about all these different like strategies and anecdotal experiences with her friends, her clients. I just really like that she takes like a holistic kind of open-minded approach to building and breaking habits. She talks a lot about how to change your environment to be more conducive to your overall health, happiness, productivity, all that stuff. How you might be best like studying, working, having relationships, all sorts of things. So I highly, highly recommend this book. I'm always reading like personal development books and that sort of thing. Well, I do love personal development books. I did read a novel this summer and it was great. I don't know what, like, actually I do know, college really burnt me out of reading and I didn't want to read for fun for quite some time, but I finally found a novel that was interesting to me and I like binge read this during my trip to Colorado. I had no self-service. We were staying at that ranch and it was honestly great and reminded me how much I love reading. I was such a bookworm growing up and this was the best decision I could have made. I purchased this at the airport and it is The Chemist by Stephenie Meyer, and you guys might remember Stephenie Meyer as the author of Twilight and The Host, and unpopular opinion maybe, well I guess popular opinion, like people love to hate Stephenie Meyer, but I really enjoyed the Twilight series and it was very like bingeable. So it was like your favorite Netflix show, which I'll talk about next. But they're very easy to read, they're very easy to get sucked into, and this book is the same way. It's about like this girl that used to work for the US government as a kind of like covert chemist, essentially. She's kind of like a dark past, and then now she's on the run for her life, and she is hunting down this guy, but they end up falling in love, and no, that's not a spoiler because it's on the back of the book. It's full of plot twists, a little bit of romance, a little bit of comic relief, just like a well-rounded book. So it is kind of long, so buckle up and get ready to spend some time on this one, but it is worth it. The last thing I want to talk about are actually my favorite songs for the month. And when I was writing down this list, like my favorite songs start halfway down. So I decided to save you guys some time and I just made a Spotify playlist of all of my favorite gym songs right now, because music is so crucial to putting you in like the right mood, the right vibe to get a good workout in, especially if you're doing cardio, in my opinion. So I went ahead and just made a playlist, but I'm gonna play you a couple of my favorite songs. Another one is called I Like Me Better by Love. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, L-A-U-V, but it's just like a feel-good jam. I like me better when I'm with you. And the final thing that I'm going to talk about as a favorite is there's cat hair floating, is Andrew and I's favorite Netflix show, which we kind of mentioned in our Q&A, which if you guys haven't watched that, I will put it as a card right here. But it is called Master of None, and it's with Aziz Ansari, who is an amazing comedian. He is so funny. The show basically chronicles very like relatable issues that we all experience, especially as young adults, and it is just so funny, so creatively like organized, and he's just hysterical. So definitely watch that if you have Netflix. Of course, Game of Thrones is also a favorite, but I didn't even think to put that in here because I feel like it's just everyone's favorite. I can't wait for the next season, but rumor has it it's not coming out till 2019. So I think between now and then, I want to read the books and I want to rewatch the series because I want to be like fully caught up. And Ollie, do you mind? By the time the next season comes out, I want to be fully immersed in that world and like ready to go. So those are my favorite things for the month of August. Let me know in the comments below what you loved this past month, whether it's a food, an exercise, like an accessory or a song, anything. Let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear from you guys, and as always, please give this video a like if you enjoyed it. It really supports my channel and helps me figure out what videos you guys want to see more of. And of course, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below And if you pretty please could, hit the bell. Even if you are already subscribed, you can still do this. Hit the little bell next to the subscribe button because that will notify you whenever I upload a new video. And lately, YouTube has been glitching out again, which I feel like has been like a struggle of 2017. My videos aren't showing up in everyone's subscription boxes. Some people are even getting unsubscribed without doing it on purpose. So just be safe, hit that notification bell if you could. I would super appreciate it. And as promised, I wanted to remind you guys that that survey about fat loss is down below as well. So if you have any questions, any topics you want to learn more about pertaining to fat loss, that is the spot to let me know, and I will be taking all of those responses and using those to create an awesome resource. So thank you guys so much in advance for thank you in advance for participating in that survey. And yeah, I'm super stoked to help you guys more in depth. I've been loving the response to my more informative content, and I think I finally have like hit my stride in what I want to do in YouTube land and social media in general. Hi! And I'm gonna go now. So see you guys later. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you have a great Labor Day weekend. Bye.